This is what's so tragic about China. Think about how many people have been lifted out of poverty. So many since Deng Xiaoping. Hundreds of millions. It is a great achievement of our lifetimes. It's happened since you were born. And why did that happen? It's China's reintegration into the rest of the world, of joining the maritime order, following the basic credit card rules of paying for transactions, and then your transactions are also guaranteed. That is the win for China, the true win. And taking Taiwan, who needs it? The Taiwanese are perfectly fine doing their own thing. And they've made it clear they don't want to be taken over by force. Who would be? Right. So the problem in China is the Communist Party wants to maintain its monopoly on power. And for a while there under Deng Xiaoping, that worked because the reforms that they wanted to make for agriculture and things, they could maintain their monopoly of power, but do things that allowed people to get much wealthier, right? And so that went in tandem for a number of years. Now we're at the inflection point where you have a lot of educated people and businesses who are really integrated into the world, and they want to make autonomous decisions. Also, you wind up with some very large, very successful companies, and they have quite a bit of clout. And the Communist Party worries about this because what do people want at that point? It's probably some influence over political decisions. And the Communist Party has said that's off the table. A lot of Westerners, when they think of governments, think about governments operating in the interest of their population. So when their decisions don't improve standards of living, security, and things, then we say those aren't good decisions. All right, but that's not the game. In China, for instance, it's all about maintaining the monopoly of the Chinese Communist Party to rule. And if that conflicts with having higher living standards, you better believe they're choosing Communist Party. So you're watching those kind of decisions going on right now where their most talented entrepreneurs are being relieved of their enterprises. And so it used to claim the moral rectitude card. Well, they can't do that anymore. They're so corrupt. And they used to claim the economic growth card. Well, that one's going away. So they're left with one card. It's the nationalism card. And they're playing it but hard because it's a unifying thing for Chinese, for the Han ethnic group in China, who constitute the overwhelming majority, that Taiwan should be theirs. It's a mistake. It will be a pivotal error if they make that mistake. Yeah. If you listen to their speeches, they tell you they're going to do it, right? They're consistent. And the West learned that you read improbable speeches, right? People read Mein Kampf and said, oh, this is a nutcase. No one would ever do that. Well, it quite accurately represented. People, even in dictatorships, they have to transmit message to population, and they quite often very accurately tell you what they're going to do. Putin has been quite clear what he's been up to. Stalin was very clear what he was up to. So let's judge Xi Jinping at his word, and he says he's going to go for it. For the People's Republic to take Taiwan, I presume it's going to begin with an artillery barrage. I presume that's going to be leveling Taiwanese cities, right? We've watched how it goes in Ukraine. I can't imagine the Chinese being less brutal. They'll hurt themselves. Whereas if they just ignore the Taiwan thing and say, oh, they're so annoying, let them run their own place, who wants them anyway, and then trade with them, they'll both make money. The global order, it's based on sovereignty. If you allow this, it doesn't mean you have to go to a nuclear war. You just never recognize whatever it is. And then you sanction China from then until kingdom come so that they are not part of the maritime trading order. And you tell them they need to cough up Taiwan. This is how sanctions work. People look at sanctions and go, oh, they don't work because you don't make whoever's annoying you change whatever they're doing. What they do is they suppress growth so that whoever's annoying you, over time, you're stronger and they're weaker. And the example of the impact of sanctions is compare North and South Korea.
Right. Yeah.
It's powerful over several generations.